Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to you, sincere, hopeful, elect brothers and sisters listening and learning, and to you brothers that are preaching and teaching the truth to the four corners of the earth. This is the brother Nathan, come out of the GMS Indianapolis camp. Coming back with a quick video real quick. This is from RTD TV. He does Jake does a lot of, economics videos, based on the current situation and here in America, concerning the economics of this place, So, yeah, I'm going to play this video and get a couple precepts and we'll close it out.
We had already hit rock bottom. Think again. The latest economic data paints a grim picture of the nation in free fall. Everything from plummeting home sales, skyrocketing layoffs, surging inflation, and a business environment on the verge of collapse. It's obvious that after 4 years of Bidenomics, Americans have had enough, which is why Kamala Harris was overwhelmingly rejected at the ballot box. But here's the kicker. The economic downturn isn't slowing down just yet. It's actually accelerating. And that's something definitely worth talking about. All right, so I want to take a quick minute to share some thoughts in reference to just some key figures that have been given to us over the last couple of weeks that paint a very different picture than what we were told for the last year or two under the Biden regime. And so at this current moment, looking forward, it's going to need to be addressed. And it has a lot to do with the current economic conditions and how bad things really are under the surface. And so while the mainstream media might have you think that we're on the road to some type of recovery, in actuality, on the other, it's becoming obvious to me, as well as you, I'm sure, that all this Trump rhetoric might not be any better than what was given to us under the previous administration, just because the debt is too large and there's no way of solving it, so they must reboot the system. So as always, if you guys want to hear more of these little quick takes, definitely hit that thumbs up button to show your support for it.
Right, and part of that that rebooting of the system, all right, as Trump talked about today, about cryptocurrency reserve, all right, featuring the cryptocurrencies XRP, ADA, and Solana. Those are cryptocurrencies, that Trump is talking about using as for the reserve. All right, so that's some of the latest news on that. And that's going to be part of that reset. But we know ultimately what the ultimate reset is going to be, the MOT to the B, that RFID potato chip. Okay? All right, Revelation 13, 16 on down to 18. All right, the charagma, physical insertion. All right, it is the micro C-hip. All right, whether your head or your forehead, along with what? Who's got the head version of it covered? Elon Musk and the Neuralink, right? All right, so this is the times we're in. All right, like I said, the Trump train right now is, make America great again. We're gonna put America first, and we're going to take back what's ours, and we're going to be the whole hammer of the earth again. Nah, it's all BS at the end of the day. All right, go ahead.
Channel, and then drop a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking on this subject matter, and feel free to add to it. And if you're new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification, so you'll always be plugged in when I release these quick little deep dives. So the main thing is starting with the housing market. So where things are looking worse than they actually did during the Great Recession. And so the housing market has appeared to hit historic lows when it comes to pending home sales, which might be the lowest level ever recorded. And so let that sink in for just a second. So not only did sales drop by 4.6% from December, but they also plunged to the lowest since the National Association of Realtors began tracking data back in 2001. So this isn't just a slowdown, it's a total collapse. And so to put this into perspective, home sales weren't even bad when the economy was in free fall during the 2008 financial crisis. So they weren't this bad when the world locked down in 2020 because of the health issue we faced. But in 2025, we appear to have managed to reach a new low, as if that's even possible. And so the reason is simple. The toxic combination of high mortgage rates and absurdly inflated home prices has crushed demand. First-time buyers can't afford to get into the market, and existing homeowners are trapped, unwilling to sell and to take on higher rates. Tainos. So the result, a frozen housing market with no signs of thawing out anytime soon. And that's just the housing sector. And then you look at what allows people to actually keep their homes, which are the jobs, which are income, people's ability to actually earn income. And so the job market right now are showing all types of signs of cracks within it. And so the labor market is supposed to be strong. That's what we're being told. And that's what Washington keeps trying to have the American people believe. But the reality is far different. Last week's job claims surged way past expectations, rising by 22,000 to a staggering 242,000 new claims, the highest level since December. And so that's not a little small blip either. That's a major red flag. And so it's becoming quite obvious that masks are sweeping the country from tech giants to manufacturing plants, and now even the federal workforce in Washington, D.C. is feeling the squeeze. So with jobless claims, they're spiking by a jaw-dropping 26%. So what does this actually tell you? Even the bloated bureaucracy that seemed immune to economic hardship is now feeling the pain. And let's not forget, as layoffs continue to mount, these unemployment numbers are only going to get worse. And that's something that you won't hear from the mainstream media, because between the housing and unemployment issues,
and right, and what comes also with unemployment, with people being unemployed, is guess what? Crime goes up. All right, because people can't afford, because even if they file for unemployment, for losing their jobs, and you're seeing these major corporations like you say, from tech and retail all the way down to government jobs itself, right? Well, what do you got going on? It's like you got people losing jobs by the thousands. All right, and then like I said, even if you get unemployment, that's not enough money to sustain your whole lifestyle. That's just to supplement it, right? So you got people that got these high ass mortgages, all right, or rent, which is at all-time highs across the board. All right, then food prices skyrocketing. All right, so what are people gonna do? All right, when people have nothing to lose, what do? They lose it. All right, so we're getting ready to see that there ain't gonna be no Make America Great. These people are gonna be rioting in the streets soon, man. All right, Yahweh Shema Shah speeding this thing up. All right.
got to be too much to bear. And then you factor in that second wave of inflation that I keep talking about is clearly underway. More than likely going to be worse than before. But remember, when they told us that inflation was under control, it turns out they were lying all along, to our surprise. It's becoming obvious that inflation is surging again, hammering Americans where it hurts most, and that's food, housing, and everyday essentials. And so just recently it was stated that beef prices alone jumped by 5.5% in January, far outpacing already painful 1.9% increase in grocery costs overall. And then let's not forget the egg prices, where I've even seen people label it eggflation because those prices are now going through the roof. So a single 60-pack of eggs now costs $43 in California, forcing some shoppers to joke, or not, about needing a loan just to afford breakfast. And the USDA is now projecting egg prices will spike another 41% this year. So this isn't just an economic
Well, that's another thing too. And then people are depending on their credit cards more now. You know, and that's going to go up. And eventually these people are going to default and stop paying those things because they can't afford the bills. And like I said, you got people going to the grocery store using credit cards in the hopes that, you know, they can weather the storm until they either get another stimulus check, you know, because Trump was talking about giving $5,000 out. And that's to the middle class too, by the way. It's not even for so-called poor people, right? That's supposed to be for, you know, middle class, upper, you know, that pay a lot of taxes. All right, so we're gonna have to see about that. But like I said, people are using their credit card to try to weather the storm, hoping they'll bounce back or get into an investment where they can catch back up. But things are just getting waxing worse and worse. Like as it says Jeremiah 51, hey, we'd have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. All right, this place is not gonna be healed. All right, well, yeah, hey. There's going to be a woe to America. Babylon the Great. All right, this place will not be healed.
Is a full-blown crisis. So families across America are being crushed by the relentless surge in prices, and there's no relief in sight. And then let's not forget the lifeline of our economy, which are the businesses themselves, and they appear to be shutting down left and right. So while Washington fiddles, the real economy is burning right now. So businesses that once thrived are shutting their doors, leaving workers scrambling for survival. Take Liberty, New York, for example. The only factory in town, a Frito-Lay plant that employed nearly 300 workers, is shutting down for good. Then you multiply that by hundreds of similar closures happening nationwide, and you can start to see the bigger picture here. When businesses close, it's not just the jobs that disappear, it's the entire communities that wither away. Now, you got tariffs that are back on the table, which is going to make things even worse. And so it's as if things weren't bad enough. We now have a looming tariff war that could send another economic shockwave through the economy. So Trump has confirmed that sweeping 25% tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada will take effect in March, alongside with an additional 10% tariffs on Chinese goods. So that means higher prices for consumers, strained supply chains, and more instability for business already on the edge of collapse. So it's clear that the writing's on the wall here. Some people still want to pretend that everything is fine, but take a look around us. It ain't the case. So business.
Right, you can walk around with blinders on, but eventually it's gonna hit you right in the face. You can pretend, all right, and that's what's happening to these American people, man. All right, they've done all this pretending, all right, especially 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, those of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, all right, that didn't want to listen to the prophets, all right, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, all right, they didn't want to take heed to the Lord, and guess what? Hey, now the chickens are coming home to roost, man. All right, this thing is about to open up, man, on you people, man, of this world. All right, so that's why, hey, we gotta trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, man, the true believers. All right, and the true believers are gonna be found in this day that are upon us, man. The ones that truly cared about Yahweh Shema Shai, they're gonna stand stiffly, man. All right, all the fakers, all the pretenders, they ass is gonna be up out of here. All right.
Are shutting down, layoffs accelerating, prices skyrocketing, families are struggling is the state of the real economy, and not this illusionary idea of just sitting by and trusting, believing in some type of grand plan to make America great again. This is the economic crisis we've been warning about for years now, and it's only getting worse. So the long, slow decline of the U.S. economy is turning into an all-out avalanche, and there's no telling how much damage it would do before it finally comes to a stop. And so with all that being said, these are the factors that give the true indication of the real economy, or as I call it, mainstream economy, that impacts everyday people who just want to work hard, save, live, and love their family and friends without having to go through all this. But then once again, because of the debt situation, we've reached a point of no return. And as long as this thing right here still spins, you'll have some time. But what we've learned throughout history when it comes to fiat currency, because it is a mathematical certainty that every one of these issued notes must return to their intrinsic value of zero, is just a matter of time. That's why I'm always going to bring it to you straight with what's really happening in the economy, but then also provide possible strategies as well as solutions to the problems we face. And they all happen to be surrounded with the idea of getting your weight up. And so because I never know who's new to the channel, I always have to remind you of some simple strategies I myself use that I think could be of help to you. And the very first one is the most affordable and the...
See, that's where he's messing up, all right? Because the way up out of here, especially for you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, only for the Israelites, by the way, and then it's about the elect. On top of that is what? Yahweh Shema Shai, that's the way out. That's salvation. Not gold and silver. This is what? Riches profit not in the day of wrath. All right, so Yahweh Shema Shai is going to destroy this place. All right? There ain't going to be no hedge. Our hedge of protection is Yahweh Shai. All right? Calling upon the true names. Yahweh, which means he saves, or he is, or he exists, or who the world calls God. By Hashem, he's in the name. And Yahweh Shai, which means he saves or he delivers, who the world calls Jesus, man. All right? But the elect are going to call that name. You see how I paused it right in his face? That's how you're going to be looking when them nukes come, or all hell's breaking loose out here. Pestilence, civil war. All right, you're going to have that look like, damn, I should know. And matter of fact, this Jake right here, he's actually had a brother on his come up on his live stream that knew about, that knew the truth and broke it down some, So, but hey, see, but Jake wants to still be attached to this world. Micah 2:10 says, what? Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. All right, when it means depart, and then it means just leave this country and go off to an island or or somewhere that's not America, right? No, it means leave from these ways. All right, following the ways after this world, man, and come back to law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, it says what? For it's polluted, and it shall even destroy you with the sword of destruction. Right, this place is polluted. All right. It's full of sin and iniquity, and everything set up here in America is for you to go off. All right, and to stay away from your true power for you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. All right, but if you want to stay and be a part of this world, well, guess what? You're gonna be destroyed in this world. All right. All right. Let's get some couple scriptures and we'll close this out. It's Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. Right? Are you supposed to get it now? You ain't gonna wait. We don't want one. We don't have that time for you to age in the society, man. All right. All right. You get it in your youth. Now, there's obviously a few exceptions where where brothers have come into this thing to teach that have been up in age already. All right. But the mainly is for the youth, all right, of our nation. All right. Even our apostles and elders, they came in as young men in the early 20s. All right. I myself, now I'm in my, I'll be, Lord's will, I'll be, 30, how old am I? Hey, when you don't give a damn about your birthday and all this, guess what? You be forgetting. Yeah, I'll be, Lord's will, I'll be 33 this year. But I ain't looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting up out of here, man. I'm looking forward to salvation, man. I hate this place. All right, and you brothers and sisters should hate this place too, man. All right, because this place goes against you. How about SIMEON Shai? All right, so, we should never be comfortable here. It says, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Right. You don't wait until all hell breaks loose and all the destruction is coming to pass, and then you're like, oh wait, now I want to believe. Oh, that's what they were talking about. Okay, yeah, I believe. Nah, man, it don't work like that. Yeah, how about SIMEON Shai is looking for faith? All right. It don't take faith when you see it happening right in front of you. Of course you're gonna believe, like they say in the world, seeing is believing, right? So yeah, now that you're seeing everything that we've been talking about for years, right? Now you want to believe. No, yeah, how about SIMEON Shai dealing with the ones that believed, all right, that actually had faith. All right. Matter of fact, and faith is a gift. Let's get faith real quick. Oops, lucky. Shoot. Let me see if it'll come up like this. Come. This is Hebrews 11:1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Right. All right, we're hoping for Yahweh SIMEON Shai. All right. And just like apostles and elders have said over the years, man, hey, man, you Jakes, man, you better hope we're right. Because if not, the society that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, it has in store for us, is going to be treacherous. It already is trash. And it's full of Satan. Inside joke. But the plans they got and what they want to do, nah, man, you ain't going to want no part. You better hope Yahweh SIMEON Shai is coming back. All right. Which he is. All right, we 144% believe that. All right, because why? The prophecies are speaking. The times is matching correctly right with what the Yahweh SIMEON Shai has put in the scriptures for us. All right, so everything's starting to come to pass, and that's a beautiful thing. That's why us of the hopeful elect, we're excited. We always say we're in some exciting times, man. But hey. But 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't believe, and that's fine. Because someone's got to play that lot. Someone's got to be in that position. Then it says, verse 2, while the sun or the light, Ecclesiastes 12:2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Right. So while wisdom and knowledge and understanding is still available through the men of the Lord, right? And then also what? before the thermonuclear destruction comes and rains down on this place, man, blotting out the stars, the suns, and the moon, right? Via the mushroom clouds, because that's what's gonna happen, man. And what that does, it puts things in like in a nuclear winter, what they call it, right? But this place is gonna be complete desert. It's destined to be destroyed. So we're praying to be of that elect so we can get saved up out of here. Verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Who's the keepers of the house? These elites. All right, these elite bacon families. All right. They're in charge, man. All right. And you know these politicians, all that. This is what? They're gonna tremble. Why? Because the day of the Lord is about to be at hand. And the strong man shall bow themselves. It says, and the grinders cease because they are few. See, and that's what we're going into, the economic woes. All these companies laying off people by the thousands. You know. Yeah, I work for a major corporation, and they're cutting off manufacturing plants. All right. Hey, Boriqua Yahaba Shemel Shai. I actually work. My plant is the #1 plant out of the hundreds of plants they got around the world. You know, we're actually the top dog when it comes to it. But yeah, that's part of Yahaba Shemel Shai is gonna take care of his elect, of his hopeful elect, man. All right. Where the scripture say he has care for his elect, and you know, obviously we pray and fast that we are who we believe, you know, and we gotta have that belief in Yahweh Shemel Shai that we are those men. The scriptures talk about what putting on the elect. So if you do the things as the elect, guess what? You are gonna be the elect. All right, but it's all about what? Enduring to the end, and it says what? The same shall be saved. Matthew 24. All right. And it says, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, right? Because pretty soon, there's going to be hardly no jobs out there, which is, like I said, it's going to raise crime, and people are going to rob and stealing and killing for what? The lack of resources, lack of bread. All right? Because not only just food and water, but shit, diapers, right? Formula, you know, that's food for babies, you know, which is bullshit food, of course. You know, toilet paper, clothing, you know. Hey, people about to be hurt, man. And the things they taken for granted for years is gonna be scarce out here, man. Verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right. Ain't no gonna be no more partying and BSing out here, man. Having a good time, a night on the town. That shit's gonna be over soon. Your vacations, you know, your cruises, all that shit is gonna be done away with, man. All right. We're about to see one of the worst economic woes ever, man. To history. All right. Because what? Esau, even the so-called white man, his time is up. All right. He's a loser in this day, man. All right. So I didn't want to make that too long, you know. But hey, we're in some exciting times, man. This thing is about to wrap up soon. But nothing can. World War III can't pop off, and the end, salvation can't come until what? That micro C-hip is installed to that great reset. All right. So with that, I pray this is edifying to the elect. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Rule well. Kwam Yashala. Shalom.